Good evening, this is the Oscar expert here with Brother Roe, and it's time to review Love Lies Bleeding, directed by Rose Glass. It's about a bodybuilder and Kristen Stewart. They fall in love, murder happens, and they gotta be sort of on the run, but also they have to stay in the town and keep it down low, and there's all these shady figures in the town. It's a gritty crime drama romance. And clearly for Rose Glass, this is very much an exploration in style, in genre blending, and creating tension and playing with the audience. The movie's a really fun mesh of things. The 80s throwback, the crime elements, the body horror elements, a healthy dose of comedy, and it's a nice romance. It very intentionally meshes love and violence, and overall this movie definitely cemented Rose Glass as a really exciting filmmaker. I mean, I knew it from Saint Maud, which was among my favorite movies of that year. The movie excels in really all the technical departments. The score from Clint Mansell is fantastic. The sound design is great. It punctuates those disgusting kills. And it really gives the movie like its body horror elements too, with the sound design alone. The audience was wincing at exactly every moment. Yeah, I think this was a really good audience hit. Like, it was fun to see in a theater. There were a lot of reactions from the crowd. It's also like a bit of a weirdo movie. And it's like kind of for the weirdos, you know? Yeah. And even though you may recognize some of the genres and places where this movie is pulling from, I don't think that it goes in exactly a predictable direction, or where you're like, oh, I know exactly what kind of story this is, and you see things coming. Like, there are a couple big swings in this movie, and they hit, and they're really fun. And even just for the spirit of taking a risk like that. Yeah, I mean, overall, I don't think it's like the most ambitious movie in terms of what it's trying to do. Like, it really feels like it's setting out to create a gripping crime thriller. I don't think it's trying that hard to have like a deeper meaning or for you to read into it. If anything, I would just go into the movie expecting to have a lot of fun, see a lot of great performances, and just see some really well-crafted filmmaking. I actually am not sure I would agree with you that the movie isn't going for anything meaningful, with love as this like protection, and you know, then there's like guns versus the bodybuilding in terms of how people choose to protect themselves, and the violence meshing with love. And then, you know, the movie has like a tagline that it's about the American dream, which I guess I kind of see. Like, it is about like ambition and making a life for yourself. I don't know exactly how these things come together for me, or if I feel like there's a concrete takeaway for me, but I would be willing to revisit the movie to sort of see if I feel like it hits on a deeper level. But I wouldn't say that it hit me as deeply as Saint Maud. I wouldn't say it's not trying to go for meaning at all, but I didn't feel like I came away with a deeper point that I was being hit with. The performances here are excellent. Katie O'Brien as the bodybuilder. This is going to be many people's first introduction to her on the screen, and she's a real standout. Like, you are going to want to see her in many more films after this. Her chemistry with Kristen Stewart is excellent, and Kristen Stewart gives one of her best performances easily here. I don't know if I've ever felt like Kristen Stewart's been a better fit for a role that I've seen her in. I feel like this solidified exactly what she is good at and where she excels. Well, she can, you know. Like, I know that she can do a lot, and I know that she was Diana, and I know that she's been in, like, Oliver Assayas movies. I feel like there's potential for a really strong pairing between her and Rose Glass if they ever want to, like, keep working together and be, like, a pair. Ed Harris is in this. He is great. He plays a villain, which is a really nice throwback to a lot of his roles. And James Franco plays an extremely despicable person. Jenna Malone is in this. She's great in a couple scenes. And Anna Baryshnikov, I have not seen her in other films, but she is a standout here. Yeah, her character is like really fun and played up, but in a way that somehow works with the movie. Overall, I think the tonal balance here was really well achieved. Really well shot too, like some really nice looking close-ups here. Strong atmosphere as well. My overall take on this movie was like, hell yeah. And I would give it a strong 8 out of 10. Yep, 8 out of 10 as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Do you think it'd be fun to be on the run with Kristen Stewart?